work for the University of Warwick, which is located just outside Coventry in the East Midlands. And the University of Warwick is one of the largest employers in the region, and particularly it specialises in manufacture. We have a very large presence and relationship with industry. I'm very privileged to work in the law school at the university, so I train future lawyers. I think it's really important to be connecting with Lancashire businesses at this time, because Brexit is such an important issue for manufacturing, also for all aspects of industry. So I think we're trying to get the message out to be prepared, expect the unexpected. So really it's important for me to share my expertise with Lancashire businesses and try to show them that the law can be a support to them in this time of change. And not just a hindrance, because I know many of the members of the International Trade Club are worried that they're going to be faced with a lot of bureaucracy. So I'm hoping that through my legal expertise I can help reassure them that that may not be the case. I think the biggest area of concern is actually the uncertainty. The political landscape seems to be moving quickly, irrespective of the fact that we're just about to go into an election on June the 8th. There's a sort of hope that, hope, I think that's probably a bit strong, but a suggestion that Theresa May get back in, so that will result in the status quo. So businesses, that's very good for businesses because it's easier for them to plan. But I think certainly that uncertainty is a concern. Oh my goodness, the greatest opportunity is the loss of bureaucracy. I can imagine, I've done some work with farming organisations as well, which I know is not as much concern here in East Lancashire, but with the farmers, they're saying, oh please don't let me farm to a timetable. The lambs are born when they're born. I can't farm I can't be farming to a particular date in the year. And I'm sure it's the same with the manufacturers. It's not necessarily that they can issue the certificates on the date that the EU requires. So I'm sure the loss of bureaucracy will be wonderful. I wish I could reassure you that it'll all go, but I'm not so sure. Expect the unexpected is the best piece of advice I could give to companies on what will happen in the EU. I suspect that once the election is over, we'll start to get a better sense about what will happen in the 2 years up until the UK exits the European Union in 2019. I think one of the biggest concerns for businesses will be whether that 2-year period is just about the exit of the UK, or whether there'll be some element of a trade agreement as well. Because obviously for business, it's the trade agreement and the ongoing trade relationship between the EU and the UK that's really important. So hopefully we'll get some certainty going forward. I think one thing we can be quite clear about is the UK government is very keen to avoid a cliff edge on day one after Brexit. So I know there's a lot of people working towards stopping that cliff edge happening. So hopefully the picture will start to become clearer soon.